This week on The Rock. First, we take a deeper dive into these AHS blank accounts. Then we go behind the scenes at this year's production of The Nutcracker. Lastly, we interview some students about their holiday traditions. All this and more on The Rock.
13 strong, we are The Rock. We'll make the show until we drop. We'll bring you news and we won't tell lies. Please watch The Rock or we will cry. It's made for students just like you. You're gonna wanna see what we do this week on The Rock. 3, 2, 1, we're live.
Welcome back to The Rock AHS. I'm Gabe Burnett.
And I'm Tenzin Stewart, and today is the last Rock segment of the year.
We've almost made it to winter break. But speaking of things breaking out, recently there's been a flood of AHS blank accounts popping up.
Kayla Strandberg and Kaylee Zuniga tackled the issue. Here they are to tell us all about it.
Recently, there's been an influx of these Anacortes High School blank Instagram accounts. These accounts post pictures of students from AHS doing various things like sleeping, eating, or their bad parking.
So I am Tyler Bauman, and I started the Anacortes bad parking account. I started it because I saw other schools doing it, and I thought it'd be funny, so I did it. At first, I posted on my story saying I want to change the subject in my account like every month or so, just to keep it different. And I was telling my friend I should do AHS grubbing, just like pictures of people eating and stuff. And then he started doing that, and then everyone else started doing stuff.
I really like AHS grubbing.
I think they're really fun, and they make things less boring at the high school.
I'm a fan of the AHS bad parking, but the other ones either need to step up your game or lose your game because I don't find them that funny.
These accounts started out lighthearted, but many were taken too far.
They've gone a little bit far, and some people might have been had their feelings hurt or something like that.
Some of these Instagram accounts are good and they spread positivity, like there's one about smiling, but some of the other ones are a bit odd and too personal for my liking, such as the political ones.
I think that the AHS accounts started as very funny, but then they were taken too far.
Some of them are getting out of hand. I think that if you're gonna post something about someone, make sure you have their consent.
We kind of talked about what we should do because, again, like, we have to facilitate what is getting promoted using like Anacortes High School's name, because definitely legal issue can be a part of this, can get involved.
The actions that are being taken by some within our community are illegal in many respects, especially when we talk about the photographing of minors and publishing that image publicly. I think my opinion is similar to the majority of people in our school community. When we started with bad parking, it was just a humorous, lighthearted attempt at brevity. Got it. When we began speaking to racism, when we began speaking to people that are vulnerable within our community in a really negative light, it took a really dark turn really quickly, and it needs to stop.
This guy approached me and was like, "Hey Brian, can I take a picture of you?" And I was like, "Okay, sure, why not?" And then after he took the picture, I just went on my day. And then later that day after school, I was posted on an account called AHS Immigrants. For a second it was funny, and then I was like, oh well, it's kind of stupid, and I just didn't want to be on there anymore. And I like it.
The Rock sent out a poll to the Anacortes student body, asking the question, have these accounts been taken too far? 55% of students said yes, and 45% of students said no.
We know that we're better than this. And if we don't know, we should know. We are better than this.
Thank you, Kayla and Kaylee, for that informative segment.
It's just important to know when a joke goes too far.
Last weekend, Fidalgo Dance Works put on the Nutcracker, the first production since 2017 when Brodniak Hall closed for construction. That makes the Nutcracker the last show since the auditorium closed and the first one since its reopening.
Next up, we have Lita Asai and Core Apple taking us behind the scenes of this performance.
I began working with Fidalgo Dance Works in 2016. I have an associate's degree in dance and then 25 years of dance with teaching experience. I have had a fun experience. This has been one of my favorite productions that I've worked on. We've had a small cast, we only have 41 students. I think everyone came out of COVID just excited.
Well, because of COVID, we had to take 2 years off of dance. So our last Nutcracker was 2019.
We usually have auditions at the end of August. We started working on the Nutcracker at the beginning of September.
I am the Snow King and the Sugar Plum Cavalier.
I'm in Snow and Flowers, and then I'm also the lead coffee.
As the Sugar Plum Cavalier and the Snow King, I'm doing a lot of partnering. So I have been spending a lot more time working with just one other person, and it's been interesting because we're a lot closer, we're doing a lot of harder stuff that's where I feel like I have to support them more, which is a little scary, but it's been really nice.
I've done Snow and Flowers before, so they're fast dances, so that's challenging. I'm nervous just because Broadniak is way bigger than what we've been performing on for the past 2 years. The past 2 years we were performing on the Lincolns, so that's like running times 2 now.
I think I'm a little more nervous than I normally would be, partially because of COVID, because we were gone for so long. I haven't performed on a big stage like this in a while.
Fidalgo Dance Works is like a family. It's a really nice community. It's just a place I go and I feel safe and I enjoy dancing there. I'm queer and I've never experienced any hate or anything.
I'm excited to dance with people again. It'll be really awesome to be back on the stage.
It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, anybody can dance. We've got like all body types, all people, anyone can dance.
Come take classes at Fidalgo Dance Works.
Yeah, if you want to try dance, come take classes.
Yeah.
So much hard work went into this show. About 15 AHS students actually made an appearance in the Nutcracker. Good job, everybody.
It's great to see them back on the stage.
Our last segment today is all about holiday traditions.
Up next, Grace Johnston and Jacob Tallering interviewed a few students on what they do around the holiday season.
During the holidays, people partake in traditions that bring the family together. In this segment, we interviewed some students about their family's traditions.
I celebrate Christmas. Traditions that make it special for me are probably white elephants. Roasting chestnuts on an open fire, that is one of my favorites. Favorite part about the holiday is spending time with family and building gingerbread houses.
I celebrate Hanukkah and I also celebrate Christmas. Well, the lighting of the menorah, we make latkes every year, which is like a kind of food. We do things like we have gifts at most nights. We play dreidel, we invite people over, it's like a group kind of celebration. It's when we have people over, that's like the best part because you all get to, I don't know, you're just celebrating. It's like Christmas, but you can do it multiple nights.
This year for New Year's Eve, I'm planning on spending time with my family and watching the ball drop.
My favorite part of holiday is the food because like in each holiday like they will cook some cakes and they will cook the traditional foods and also like meet my family, meet my other relatives and my friends, and I think that's the most important part. And we also play games together, like yeah, there's a lot of traditional games that we play together and it's just so fun. Traditions, it's really unique and interesting, and it's just like the time together with our family, meet our friends, and just keep in touch with them again. And it was amazing opportunities to like share stories and other things.
Wow, I love learning all about these unique traditions.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, that wraps up our show for today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at therock@asd103.org.
And with that, I'm Gabe Burnett.
And I'm Tenzin Stewart. And from our rock to yours, have a great winter break, AHS.